Good evening, YouTube. It is Hannah from Smaugish here, and you probably realise we're not in my normal filming spot. I'm really sorry for the lighting. Let me just see if I can make it better. I think that might be marginally better. So yeah, I am going to do a witchy library tour for you today. I've thought about doing this for a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it today. So my altar is here. This is my altar. With my spooky box club altar cloth, which is really useful. And so underneath, if I just tuck the altar cloth away, you can see I have my witchy books. My grimoire is not here because I was an idiot and I left it at my best friend's house because we were doing stuff. And he has yet to post it to me. So Nathan, please post it to me. I keep it in a ring binder. I think I've shown you guys it before. So I'm just going to go through the stuff that I have. It's not in any particular order, or it's not really well organised at the moment because I've kind of just put stuff on there, but I am going to do a proper organisation at some point. So the first thing I'm going to pull off is this, which I've yet to really start, but when I've got more time, like over the summer holidays, I am definitely going to use this properly. And it's the Tarot Card Meanings Workbook by Bridget Esselman, who is the owner, creator of Biddy Tarot, which is a really good website if you want to start learning meanings, and she does little webinars and things. So yeah, and this is basically literally like a textbook, so you work your way through, and it has pages for the major arcana and all the minor cards, and yeah, you just kind of, it helps you intuitively gain knowledge of what the cards mean for you, because they have like a set meaning, but everyone sees them a different way. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually having the time and opportunity to do it properly. And I don't know, which end should I go from? So I'll talk about this end. So this end, which you can't see because my bags are in the way, but I have more, they're not actually magic books, but they're history. So let's just get these to show you. So I have this book, which is The Witches Salem 1692 A History. So obviously it's not really witch based, but it's witch hunts, which is something I'm really interested in. So this book is also similar. This is called Witches and Neighbours, the Social and Cultural Context of European Witchcraft. So again, it's about witchcraft in history. Then on a similar note, I've got this one, Witchfinders, a 17th century English tragedy, which is all about Matthew Hopkins, Witchfinder General. This one is more specific, and it's a book on Lancashire witches, their histories and stories. And I got this book, I've mentioned it in a haul, but I got this book because I went to university in Lancaster, which is the county city, the main city in Lancashire, and that was when the Pendle Witches was, and the Pendle Witch Trials, and the Pendle Witches were executed in Lancaster Castle. But when I went to Lancaster University, I was in Pendle College, which is named for Pendle, where the Pendle Witches were from, obviously, and the logo was a witch. So, I mean, it's I would say the Lancashire Witches and the Pendle Witches are England's version of the Salem Witch Trials. It was the big one. And the next really history book I've got is this one, which is The Book of Magic from Antiquity to the Enlightenment, and it's an anthology of bits. It's got everything from the Bible to parts from medieval texts, so I just thought that was a really cool thing to have. So yeah, this one isn't particularly magic-y either, but it's yoga. I do yoga meditations, and this has got I think it's got it's got 3 sequences in it. One's full length, one's 20 minutes, one's 10 minutes, so I just keep it there. Okay, so these two are more towards a sort of religious thing. Well, this one definitely. This is Essential Asatru, Walking the Path of Norse Paganism, because even though I have patron deities and I work with deities from various pantheons, my main are the Norse gods. And for a time, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I would definitely have described myself as an Asatruer. That's why I have the triple horn of Odin tattoo. So this is about, it's kind of like a really good sort of beginner book explaining stuff about Asatru. So there's that one. And then this one is one of my absolute favourite books. It's Northern Magic, Rune Mysteries and Shamanism. And it has sections, all kinds of different things, Sate magic, Icelandic Galda staves, rune magic. But this is one of the coolest things. Hexology, which is like what Pennsylvania Dutch do. So it's things like, you might see it like it has different hex signs and the meanings and how to make them. So yeah, this is a really cool book. What do I do next? Okay, let's talk cardy stuff. So these books are kind of connected to my tarot workbook, but this is a good book. It's the Orion Plain and Simple range, and I want loads more from this range, and it's the tarot book. So again, it's like a bit of a workbook with exercises and meanings to learn about them. Then I've also got, this is probably, these two, I don't think I'm likely to get more tarot books, to be honest, because this one is a good like quick reference and it has exercises in it to help you, and this one is literally, it's called The Only Tarot Book You'll Ever Need, and I genuinely believe that. Again, it's got like history, it's got what cards mean, whether they're reversed, it's got ideas for spreads. So yeah, this is a really good book. And then the other one I've got that I've said before, I'm trying to learn and it's just not going in my head at the moment. I've got the complete Lenormand Oracle Handbook. So Lenormand is, I don't know if it's like older than tarot, but it's a similar sort of thing. It has similar origins, and you can use just a normal deck of cards for Lenormand. I think you can use a normal deck of cards for tarot as well, but definitely for Lenormand. And then the last thing that's kind of divination-y is I've got The Art of Palmistry, the practical guide to reading your fortune. Palmistry is something that really intrigues me. I don't know how much I like believe it, but it's just really intriguing. So I picked this up in, I actually think I've picked up a lot of my books in the Works, which is like a discount bookstore and stationery shop in the UK. So I'm serious, go and look in like the Works, because lots of these things are from the Works. So what should I talk about next? So let's talk, this is not really astrology, but it's kind of like out there on its own. So I'm also going to talk about this, spirit animal guides, discovering your power animal and the shamanic path. I know lots of people are going to talk about cultural appropriation, but shamanism and animal guides and stuff, it appears a lot in Saith magic as well, which is Norse magic. So Celts used to do animal stuff, so it's in a lot of things. And I do believe that we all have like an animalistic soul to us, like part of it. So yeah, there's that one, which is definitely from the Works. And then I've got these three. So this was a birthday present, and it's just about like a Taurus overview for the year, which I'm going to give a read. I still haven't read, I need to read it. Astrology for Happiness and Success, which isn't as useful as I thought it would be, because there's literally just a section for your zodiac sign, for your sun sign, but you can kind of read about your other placements too, like especially your rising and moon. So yeah, not so great, but worth a look. And this one is really good, Astrology Made Easy, a guide to understanding your birth chart. So I kind of flicked through this one, but I need to read it in more depth. I'm just going to pull out the rest of them because I don't really know how to talk about them. So this book is Harmony Nice's book, Wicca. I'm not a Wiccan. Like, I think that's probably quite obvious if you've watched my channel and me talk about witchy things. I'm not a Wiccan, but this book is, you know, again, I picked it up in the Works, and she's got some interesting information in there. It was a good read, it was an easy enough read, a bit clunky at times, but yeah, it's worth picking up, especially if you're just starting out. This is a really good book, The Complete Guide to Chakras. I have quite a few of these kind of hardbacky books, which again are from the works. They're really good, and this one, Chakras, is something I'm really interested in. And this has some really good information about each one, and history, and ways to check your chakras and all those kind of things. So this is a good book. I don't want to talk about it. Sorry, so let's talk about crystals. I only have this book, which, to be honest, is probably at the moment the only book I would need, and it's known as the Crystal Bible. I got this one from Waterstones. It's £15, but it's really good quality, and it's absolutely full of crystals, and crystals is something again that I want to learn more about, and I want to get more into. What I like about it as well is it has like clear pictures of each one, because sometimes it can be really hard to work out exactly what crystal you're using. This is another random little one. It's not particularly witchy, but I'm putting it in there because it kind of is, and it's top 100 traditional remedies. 100 home remedies for, I can't speak, 100 home remedies for health and well-being. I do not advocate using this instead of going to the doctor. If you're actually sick or injured or there's something wrong with you, please go to the doctor. But I do think that we can do things alongside modern medicine. Modern medicine is a wonderful thing, and we should not disregard it. Okay. Okay, let's talk moons. So I have this book on moonology, which is about moon phases and how to use the moon, and all the different kinds of energy of the moon cycle and what happens when the moon is in different positions. So this is a really, really useful book, actually, like really useful. Did I get this one from Waterstones? I think I got this one from Waterstones. So yeah, I definitely think anyone that's interested in anything slightly witchy needs a book like this on the moon, like 100%. And then to go with that one, I have this book, Moon Spells, which is again how to use the phases of the moon to get what you want. It's more it's less of an actual like spell book, it's sort of like ideas of things you could do. Like there are spells in here, but yeah, moon spells. Moonspell is also the name of an amazing band, just FYI. Spell books. So this one is the Witch's Journal. This was a birthday present from my brother and sister-in-law, and it's got all kinds of stuff in there. It's got some ideas about different traditional witchcraft tools, deities, some information about things like, let's have a look actually, does it have a contents page? Oh, it does. So it has everything from correspondences with some deities, it has tools, and then it has a few spells and potions and stuff. So quite a useful book. Where should I go next? I'll go this one next. This is the Apprentice Witch's spell book, which I got more because it has like stuff on elemental magic, and that's something I really want to know about. But yeah, this is a good little book. I'm not a massive fan of like doing a spell exactly as it might be in a book. I think it'd be much better to take inspiration from something and then turn it into your own thing. That's good. Then I got this cute little book, which is The Little Book of Practical Magic, a beginner's guide to crystals, auras, horoscopes and spells. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. And I got it again because I want more information about crystals and aura readings and chakras. It's got divination, tarot, numerology. So this is a really good little book, and it's so cute. I would really recommend this book if you're just, whether you're starting out, whether you've been doing it for years, you need to get this. We're nearly done. This is something I've been interested in for a long time because it's sigil witchcraft and symbols and things like that is big in the Nordic, like Norse tradition. So I found this book in the amazing New Age shop that I got loads of stuff from, and it teaches you how to do it, like all kinds. It teaches you about all kinds of different mark making. Talks about how you know, it's used by different people around the world. So yeah, really good. And finally, this is kind of like a trilogy. So these books here, they are all by Aaron Murphy Hiscock, and this is the first one I read, The Green Witch. It's about natural magic, herbs, flowers, oils, stones, trees, all those kinds of things. How to get in touch with the elements, how to see the sun, how to see the moon, all those kind of things. So this is really good. And then I found these again in the works. Got the House Witch, which is more like kitchen witchy, hearth witch stuff, but not just kitchen witchy stuff. It's like how to make your house a magical place. And then this one, The Witch's Book of Self-Care, which her name has completely gone from my head, which I feel really bad about, but there was an amazing Instagrammer that had this book and she really recommended it, so I was already probably going to get it because I enjoyed this book so much. I found this one so interesting, but yeah, this is, I need more ideas of how to do that. And that was a little look into my witchy library and some recommendations. If you would like me to do a more in-depth review about any of these books, I would be more than happy to do that. I would be more than happy to talk you through some of the stuff. I want to do more witchy videos, so I would definitely, like, I'm planning on doing a more in-depth review of Harmony Nice's book because she is a huge YouTuber. She's a really lovely girl. So yeah, if you let me know, want me to do anything like in depth, then just let me know and I would be more than happy to do that. But for now, I think that is everything. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. Remember to like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.